Poke Nerds, welcome in. Hope y'all are all doing well on this Wednesday, May 7th. I'm fired up. Obviously, we have the news of Black Bolt and White Flare. I think that set is going to be maybe the best set of all time. And when I talk about sets, I'm not talking about value. I'm not talking about investability. I'm talking about just pure from a collector standpoint. I think that set has the chance to be the best of all time. And it's a double set release. Technically it's two sets, but it's really kind of two sets in one. You're going to have over 150 illustration rare / special illustration rare cards. Every single Pokemon from Unova getting a big time glow up when it comes to the illustration rare, special illustration rare. So I'm fired up about that. But another thing I like to do in this hobby and like to talk about is kind of some of the places where I think you can find a lot of value for yourself in this hobby. Right now, there's not a lot of value to be had in most places when it comes to like opening packs. There is some, like, you can find loose packs and blisters of some of the Scarlet and Violet era stuff that's not quite as popular at reasonable prices, all that good stuff. But today I wanted to look at some singles and where you can find some singles that I think are pretty awesome, that are good values, and just kind of try to help you find where you can look, even if like these singles I'm not going to be talking about, or I'm going to be talking about, aren't for you, where you can maybe find some that you really like, Pokemon you love, arts you love, whatever it may be. So I do want to just say, if there's a card you love, whether it's the art or the Pokemon, whatever it may be, check the prices for the Japanese versions. There's nothing wrong with dropping a Japanese version of a card, of an art, into your collection if it's a card you love. Like, there's so many examples where there's a card I absolutely love, I need to have it in my collection, but it's like a $200 card. You can go get it, Japanese version, for like 20 or 30 bucks, right? There's so many cards like that. So just go check, right? That's how you can find some value. You can add what you want to your collection without absolutely breaking the bank. And to me, that's really important, because I know there's some people out there who don't really have a budget in this hobby, but I'm not one of those people. I absolutely do have a budget. I know most of y'all do too. So being able to find the Japanese version of the card you love, and you can do that in a lot of different ways. I mean, you can search TCG Player, Pokédata. There's a lot of different resources, eBay, and potentially find that card you absolutely love and need to have in your collection for a small fraction of the cost. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. But the cards I wanted to look at specifically today, Houndoom illustration rare from Shrouded Fable. This is one of the coolest cards, obviously, in Shrouded Fable, but also just one of my favorite illustration rares in Scarlet and Violet. And it's like a $33 card right now. It's down 30% over the last 3 months. This is another one where I'll just give you a quick example. It's a $33 card in English. It's a $7.50 card Japanese version. So that's another one where you can really budget and get an amazing card. But this Houndoom IR, one of the best cards from Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable is a set where tons of great IRs, tons of great promo cards, but they really kind of whiffed on the special illustration rares. So you can look at the illustration rares and find some value. This card was well over $40. It's now down to 33, down 30% again. And to me, the Houndoom kind of racing through the forest with all its other buddies. Obviously, very intimidating, very badass looking. Love that one. Next one up is Ends Reshiram. Illustration rare from Journey Together. It's also the box topper promo, so you can get it in either version, whether you want the promo version that has like the Journey Together stamp on it, or the version where it's pulled from Journey Together. Either way, this card is such a value in my opinion. Like, this was the card that was revealed and shown to fans worldwide pre-release and got everybody fired up. Ends Reshiram. It's beautiful. It is a really cool card, and you also have the black and white set coming out, so you have even more kind of interconnectivity with Reshiram and Zekrom. But the Ends Reshiram card, I've got the box topper here. It's gorgeous. It's an amazing card, amazing artwork, and is incredibly popular. Reshiram is incredibly popular, so $12. This card is down, what, 70%? since pre-release, I think that's a screaming value. A beautiful card you can add to your collection for very, very cheap. And another one that's also connected here with this black and white theme, Zekrom from Brilliant Stars. This card is awesome. It's a $9.50 card. I think it's down like 30% itself. Another one. And the trainer gallery cards, they weren't like trainers Pokemon. It wasn't like Ends, Zekrom, Ends, Reshiram, whatever it may be throughout the late era of Sword and Shield. But you do have the trainers. And so this is basically an Ends Zekrom card. And, you can display this with the Ends Reshiram from Journey Together, and they look really great together. It's just an awesome card. And for under $10, I don't think you can go wrong there at all. Next up, I wanted to just mention trainer galleries in general. There are so many great trainer gallery cards throughout late stage Sword and Shield that you can get for like less than $10. Some of them are more expensive. You can also get some alt arts, a little more expensive, but like in that $5 to $60 range, which I know is a huge range, but it's really not going to break the bank. There are some amazing cards out there. Like go to Pokédata, again, TCG Player, whatever it may be, to find out that information about these cards. And hopefully you have a good local card store that you can go visit and support them and pick up some singles from them. So just don't sleep on that at all. Wanted to hit on my favorite Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, and that is Ceruledge. The Ceruledge illustration rare from Surging Sparks, down to $20. It was a $40 plus card at release, and it's awesome. A card that I think Ceruledge, the art's awesome, but you're going to end up seeing Ceruledge be one of the most popular Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet when things move forward into the future. Like it's going to be one of the Pokemon that keeps getting cards made that really has a fan base and a following. I love Ceruledge. Again, it's my favorite Pokemon. I love the whole Charcadet line. Like I love Charcadet. It's incredibly cute. Armarouge is awesome. Ceruledge is the coolest though, in my opinion. And I think there's a lot of great new Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet, but do love that Ceruledge. And again, that's a card that's down over 100%. So pretty awesome value there. And then the final one I want to talk about here is one I don't know how it's so cheap, and it's the Alakazam Special Illustration Rare from 151. It's down to $40, which it's been there before, but it's down 20% in the last 3 months. Like, I just don't know what we're doing here. This art is awesome. Alakazam is one of the most beloved Pokemon. This is a really hard card to pull, hard card to get your hands on, and $40, again, for a Special Illustration Rare, Alakazam. And the art is really unique. Obviously, Alakazam kind of sitting in there trying to master his craft a little bit. It's good stuff. So $40 for that card, I think, is a steal. Honestly, I think a lot of the cards in 151 are a steal right now outside of that Charizard. A lot of them are just at a great price point to be able to add to your collection. So go check those out if you're a fan of Kanto, if you're a Kanto kid. And another thing to not forget, find a goal in this hobby. Manage that goal. Work towards it. Don't over leverage yourself. Otherwise, if you're just running around like a chicken with your head cut off trying to grab up everything you possibly can, you can get really lost. You can get to a point where you feel like, okay, what am I doing with my collection? And obviously, if you over leverage yourself, you can get burnt out and drown and just leave the hobby, sell all your stuff. You don't want to do that. You want to enjoy this hobby, make it work for you. There's a lot of different ways to do that. So just try to enjoy yourselves. And again, you can find awesome cards. And I know a lot of people just love the feeling of opening packs. And look, opening packs is a lot of fun, but you can't open packs expecting to get the value back that you're opening, right? You got to be doing it for the joy of it, for the fun of it, for the hobby, for the chase, whatever it may be. But you just can't over leverage yourself. That's the main thing here. And I do want to share with y'all something pretty crazy I pulled the other day. Target had the little stacking tins, really cool. for 15 bucks. And this one has Chin Pao and the legendaries from Scarlet and Violet. Very cool stacking tin. But it had Surging Sparks, uh, Temporal Forces, and Stellar Crown in it. And obviously some stickers that it comes in there too that are pretty cool. And I only opened the Surging Sparks. I was in a hurry. I had to run, but I was like, okay, I got to open this Surging Sparks pack. Yeah. And, Pikachu EX, I like Pikachu a lot. This is not a card I need to have in my collection. So I'm probably going to trade it in and continue working towards my goals, which one of my goals is completing the Galarian Gallery. And after I do that, I'm probably going to be looking towards maybe doing one of the trainer galleries from late stage Sword and Shield, and just continuing to enjoy this hobby, have a good time with it, because there's no reason you can't have a good time with it. I know that a lot of influencers and PokeTubers, and there can be a lot of negativity, and I'm not completely innocent of that. But you can still have a lot of fun in this hobby, even in this crazy market. And I think that should be the goal for everyone involved. And obviously, it'll be exciting once things do calm down and you're able to get back to normal and get things at MSRP or below, because eventually that will happen. We don't know when it'll happen. I don't think it'll be anytime soon with these new sets set to come out here at the end of Scarlet and Violet and then the 30th anniversary next year. But certainly an interesting time in the hobby, but don't let it get you down. There's things you can do right now. Singles are a great way to go. And you can still open packs here and there and have yourself a good time. So really appreciate y'all tuning in, supporting the channel. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Y'all have a good one.